even if the world around you crumbles, and the echo of shattered dreams rings in your ears. Remember this unyielding truth: you are broken, not defeated. That ache you carry, the hollow space where something precious once resided, it's not a void meant to consume you, but an empty canvas awaiting the brush strokes of a new beginning. We've all stood at that precipice.
Haven't we?
That moment when the rug is pulled out from under us, and the carefully constructed edifice of our lives collapses into dust. It might have been a betrayal, a loss, a catastrophic failure, or perhaps a slow, insidious erosion of hope over years, a relentless chipping away at your spirit until you felt hollowed out, utterly emptied. Perhaps it was the sudden, brutal shock of a diagnosis that changed everything in an instant, or the creeping realization that a foundational relationship was built on sand, crumbling silently beneath your feet until the inevitable collapse. The forms of trauma are as varied as the human experience itself, from the searing pain of a sudden, violent event to the prolonged, insidious weariness of chronic adversity. Yet their impact often shares a chilling commonality, a profound sense of disorientation, a loss of footing, a feeling that the very ground beneath you has dissolved into thin air. It's a moment where your deepest assumptions about safety, about fairness, about the predictability of life, are utterly shattered, leaving you adrift in a sea of uncertainty and fear. Regardless of its specific manifestation, trauma leaves an indelible mark, a scar on the soul that whispers doubts and fears into the quiet hours, amplifying every insecurity, every past regret, every buried vulnerability. It can distort your perception of reality, making the vibrant world seem muted, the promising future appear bleak, and your own capabilities feel diminished, perhaps even non-existent. These whispers can be relentless, insidious, planting seeds of self-doubt so deeply that you begin to question your inherent worth, your capacity for joy, or your fundamental right to a peaceful, fulfilling existence. They tell you, in 1,000 subtle and overt ways, that you are permanently damaged, that your story is definitively over, that the best of you has been irrevocably lost and can never be reclaimed. They attempt to convince you that the light within has been extinguished, leaving only an empty vessel. But here's what those whispers don't tell you, what they actively try to obscure, what they desperately want you to forget. Scars are not symbols of weakness, not indelible marks of failure or defect. They are maps, intricate designs etched by survival, testaments to battles fought and endured with a resilience you perhaps didn't even know you possess until you were forced to tap into it.